let's talk about this, y'all. I kind of been avoiding it because I don't think much is there, but I have to discuss Ice Spice, right? Why do I feel like this is a stunt, a publicity stunt by Ice Spice and her team? Because when has now Ice Spice is racially ambiguous, right? But when has Tobey McGuire ever been with anybody who's not white? Never seen him with any woman that wasn't white or damn near close to it. So Ice Spice was at this Michael Rubin all white party, right? And apparently there was somebody who captured both of them who looked like they were embracing. And if you look at the second photo, it looks like Tobey must have seen them. Because, she looks like she's about to walk off and he's like looking down like, you caught us, bro. Let me tell y'all this could be a total play. I always thought something was very weird about Ice Spice. Ice Spice's career is going nowhere. She had buzz at first with the little red afro. But after that, people, her career just nosedived because she was not making good music. She's basically a one-hit wonder. One-hit wonders happen all the time. It's very difficult that, to match your first record, but you have to put the work in order to maintain an audience. But she has not been able to, despite what her people have tried to do. They've tried everything. They've gotten her into these fake relationships. One in particular with the former New York Jets football player. Never really looked like a genuine relationship to me. None of her relationships look like genuine relationships to me. Then you see her hanging out with Taylor Swift while Taylor Swift is at Kansas City Chiefs football games. And Ice Spice is with her. It's like very random. It's like, why is Ice Spice with Taylor Swift? And then you see the commercials that she's doing. I'm not talking about the Wendy's commercial, which is something she probably should have done years ago. But I'm talking about the commercial she did with Ben Affleck. I think it was for Starbucks. I think it might have been for Starbucks, right? And I'm like, she sure is around a lot of these celebrities. And I'm not talking about in the rap world. She's in the Hollywood world. When she got into that fight at McDonald's, that was in Hollywood. That was a Hollywood McDonald's. Because that's where Ice Spice spends a lot of her time, in those circles. So this probably isn't the first time her and Tobey McGuire have been around each other. Her and Tobey McGuire have probably been around each other a few times. And a lot and others. This chick probably done been with I don't know how many of these Hollywood dudes. They just kept it very low key. You want to know why? Because Ice Spice's career would be cooked if we found out that she's getting passed around in Hollywood. Again, that's my opinion. I have no proof of that. It's my opinion. So she's at this. So you mean to tell me out of all the celebrities that she is embracing like this is Tobey McGuire? That's very weird. That's very weird. Oh, she's definitely a plant. She is definitely a plant. When we talk about who are plants in the music industry, she's one of them. She does not have the work ethic. Like Saweetie, who's another plant, my opinion. I have no proof to confirm that. Ice Spice is absolutely a plant. And you look at all these opportunities that she gets. Why aren't other females in music getting those opportunities? Even Glorilla ain't even got those opportunities. And Glorilla, and it's not like a high ceiling, but she's probably one of the most marketable out of the female rappers of today. And again, it's not a large ceiling. It really isn't. But she don't even get those commercial opportunities. But Ice Spice does. Is it because the people who are backing her are from Hollywood? You see a racially ambiguous girl with a little red afro. Y'all know what's funny? She actually lost a lot of weight. She because again she's hanging around Taylor Swift. She lost a lot of her quote unquote thickness, right? She got really thin. And when it was time for her to promote music, she put that weight back on because she realized that her audience or fans who like her physically were looking at her like, what have you done to yourself? But you have to understand something about Ice Spice. Ice Spice wants to be in Hollywood. That's the people she probably hangs around the most when she's not, around her own inner circle of people. Which is why it was weird that she was at some random McDonald's in Hollywood. That's probably comfortable. Now, if she's not, you could tell that Ice Spice spends a lot of time in LA, because if she was just visiting, which I think she kind of was, but you can tell she's been in that city a lot. And she's gotten so comfortable in that city that she's going to a McDonald's with this white girl. That McDonald's could have been in the hood. We don't know, right? No security. Nobody, none of the entourage is there. It's just her and this white girl, this random white girl at this McDonald's. You know what that tells? Like, if I'm not from a city and I'm barely in the city and I'm a recording artist, you're not about to see me sitting by myself in no restaurant, especially after what happened to Pop Smoke. Not Pop, excuse me. Yeah, Pop Smoke, but he was at his house. But PNB Rock. PNB Rock lost his life at a restaurant, Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, right? He was just there with his girl. And I don't think he had any idea the type of the area of the restaurant he was in, but he wanted to go there. He wanted to go there. But he didn't have like his people with him like that. Now, maybe he spends a lot of time in LA. I spent a lot of time there. I don't know. But the fact that she was there at night with no security lets me know that she's in LA a lot. So that tells me that she likes to hang around these Hollywood types. Why would she? Well, maybe the people who are pulling her strings from behind the scenes are people who are in the Hollywood circles, which is why you see her get these promotional opportunities from Wendy's. She did the commercial with Ben Affleck. She's, she's constantly, the media is trying to push her when she don't have the talent. She don't have the work ethic. And I wouldn't be shocked if she got into acting, but she just doesn't have that either. She seemed like a regular girl that's trying to be an artist. And again, she's at this all white party. She is apparently there with Tobey McGuire. Y'all notice that, this probably wasn't supposed to, but this also could have been news that was planted. Maybe a photographer saw them together and decided that he was going to capture this. Very interesting. Also.